What's up, guys? Swordsman here. It is Monday, another Monday, and I'm bringing you some Bad Company 2 footage with the Spaz. It's a game of squad deathmatch with some of the D Crew guys from a couple months ago, I think it was. I'm not particularly good with the shotguns in Bad Company 2. I used to be decent with them, but I haven't used them in a long time. I think in this particular session, Jay Kaiser inspired me to pull one out, and you guys can see the results for yourselves. I wanted to check in again and see how you guys were doing. It's been about a week since my last video. I know I didn't get 2 out this week, but I was busy, you know. I was playing a lot of GTA 5. I've been really enjoying that game. It is easily my game of the year so far of 2013. It's going to be very hard to top that. And I wanted to also let you guys know that episode 2 of the Game in Progress podcast is out. It is a podcast done by the D Crew guys. We had a lot of fun doing it this week. It was our second episode after we got a lot of good feedback from our first one. Had a lot of listeners come out to support us in number 1. Hopefully you guys will stick around for number 2. Yay, C4 fail. God damn it. I am no Blink. But episode 2 is out. I wanted to give you guys the heads up on that in case you didn't follow us on Twitter or see it on Podbeans. I believe it's on iTunes as well. So if you want to listen there for all your Apple-related devices, there is a lot to talk about in that episode. Jay and Athale went on a bit talking about their experiences playing the new MMO that came out last month called Final Fantasy XIV. A lot of us other guys weren't too familiar with that game or franchise, but they had a lot of good things to say about it and a lot of things to, if you're really on the fence about it or whatnot, or maybe you play it too, you can share and see what they think. But then came the Grand Theft Auto 5 talk. Now, for everyone that hasn't played it, it is a spoiler-free discussion. You don't got to worry about that. We're not going to spoil or ruin any sort of storylines or anything like that. It's completely spoiler-free. We had a lot of us talking about it. It was Hobo, Stone, and myself primarily. And we shared our thoughts and our opinions and our expectations going into it and whether or not they were lived up to. Had a really good time discussing that. I stopped myself from recording it so far this week because GTA Online is not live yet. That goes live on October 1st. I want to stream a lot of Grand Theft Auto, but I knew in the back of my mind, as soon as I started playing it, that I actually liked the campaign in this one. I liked the storyline. And in the past, I never really cared about them all that much, but I liked it so much, I was worried that if I streamed it, I'd be compelled to want to do more missions and things, and I didn't want to stream things and have people dodging around, wondering if they should watch it or not watch it, but when Grand Theft Auto Online comes out, I will be streaming that. I plan to plug it into my my capture card, get it onto the PC, stream that for some fun and action as we get the D Crew rolling around on GTA Online. But we also have Battlefield 4's beta coming next week, which should be interesting. It's like a 3-day exclusive thing if you did one of the 3 options to get into it. Otherwise, it's completely open on October 4th. Other podcast bits, we did have an appearance by the legendary D Crew Colin. If you've been missing that old bastard, you can go listen to him and see what he's been up to. And he checks in, keeps us, gets us up to date on some things, and talks about some of his gaming plans for the next year. So that was pretty cool to have him come by. If you've been missing him, you should definitely check out episode 2 of the Game in Progress podcast. We also went into details on how we are going to be giving away... God damn it, Jay. We will be giving away 2 games from this podcast. If you want details on how to claim one of those games, you go give it a listen. All the instructions and everything you need to do is right there in the podcast itself. Up first, I believe we're giving away a copy of Trine 2 and Mark of the Ninja, the 2 games that, if you may remember, Stoneface Locke was talking about playing and enjoying in episode 1 of the Game in Progress podcast. So if you have any interest in picking up a free copy of that, go give it a listen, and you can get your chance to get it, you know. We also answered viewer-submitted, or, well, I guess listener-submitted question. Gotcha. And we answered that. We are open to taking other ones. The email address is gippodcast@gmail.com if you want to send in any questions for us to answer and tackle on air for you guys. It's pretty much open. We're willing to discuss most anything, I think. Not a ton of things are off topic as far as I'm aware, so you got a lot of options if you want to establish a communication with us to see what you're thinking or what we think about certain things. That's about all I really wanted to talk about. It's sort of a quiet before the storm for me personally. I do plan to play a lot of GTA Online, as I discussed earlier. I'm cautiously optimistic that I will enjoy Battlefield 4's beta. We'll find out in the demo. If I like the beta, I'll probably go ahead and pre-order it. If I don't like the beta, I'll probably try to keep that to myself, since I know you guys don't like to hear me complain about Battlefield, you know. But I don't know, I'm hopeful. I like a lot of the changes they've made. With any luck, I'll be able to enjoy it. I've been missing having a shooter that is new and fresh for me to dig into. And maybe Battlefield 4 will be it. Otherwise, we do have Titanfall in the distant future. That brings us to the end of the squad deathmatch. We weren't able to pull out the win. I blame myself. I should have been using a different gun, but I did have fun running around with a shotgun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care, guys. If you want to come hang out on Twitter, @Swordsman75 on Twitter. Otherwise, go enjoy the podcast, and I'll see you soon, guys. Take care.